Hmm? Oh, I'm reading emails. Do you think I'm plotting something? No, you know what? It's funny. I check all of my emails at the end of the day. And when I come back first thing in the morning, there's still 100 emails. And it's just the paper is always going to be there. Mhm. And then I received this email that they're having training for judges at the DMV on ignition interlock. So supposedly they're giving training to judges, probation officers. By the way, they say that if I'm going to see what they're doing, when I go, I'm going to ask about the free ignition interlock. Where is it? Right? That's the number one question. But they said they have a separate training for prosecutors. But if the judge is going, she should include everybody underneath her umbrella. So, yeah. So I'm just like, I'm like, okay. So defense attorneys, I guess they don't want y'all to have it, but you know what? I tell you what, I think information is key, and if you all want training, you can come under my umbrella. It's going to have to be a big umbrella. Supposedly, it's worth 3.5 hours of, your CLE. But they put it on June 27th from 8 to 12. So if I were to have to do it, I would have docket in the afternoon. Hmm. I don't understand why they wouldn't do it by Zoom. Yes, they should do it by Zoom, I think. So should I use mouthwash and then blow into the machine and see what happens? Or spray perfume and see what happens? Oh, you remember back in the day, everybody would use Dr. Tishner's. Did you ever use Dr. Tishner? Did you ever use Dr. Tishner? Oh, that would burn.
Heard people say that you shouldn't use mouthwash,
Mhm.
especially for men. Apparently it interferes with your production of nitric oxide, which helps dilate your blood vessels and helps deal with
Oh,
blood pressure.
wow.
That's what I've heard some doctors say. You shouldn't do that because a lot of your nitrous oxide is made when you breathe in, apparently, the nitrates, and that helps relax your blood vessels. That's what
Oh,
I've heard. Makes sense. You take antibacterial, kills the bacteria. It's like sometimes your antibiotics, you wipe out all your normal flora in your intestines, and some people get really sick sometimes.
oh, wow.
My wife's mother, when she was real sick the whole day, it was like a while back when she was real sick. They did kind of was experimental.
Mhm.
They were trying to teach. She had what's called C. diff,
Mhm.
which is really, really bad bacteria.
Oh, wow.
Go back to it can kill you. And no antibiotics. So they did transplant feces from other people to donate into there to get the retinol bacteria back in the flora.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, because when you take antibiotics, it wipes out your normal flora, all the bacteria.
Mhm.
They couldn't get it. She was all elderly, so they tried all this stuff, didn't work. So well, let's give this a try. This is experimental. We'll see if it works. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still doing it.
Yeah, because I always tell people I do not like taking antibiotics because they say it messes with your system. I don't like doing the steroid shots. It messes with
Well,
your
if you need them,
system.
that's one thing. But you take them with things you don't need, like a virus, and be good at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you really need them, you need them. So they can save your life if you really need them.
Oh, yeah.
When I got years ago,
Oh, great, they can share.
I came back from at least unless I got bit by something or whatever. It was like
Mhm.
New Year's Eve, I went to the ER, my whole arm was swollen up. They took me right in and put me on vancomycin drips right into there.
Mhm.
CAT scan. You know, that's what saved me. Is you wait another day to I might have lost your arm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was one of resistant bacteria. So yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, it was all it hurt.
Oh,
So,
cuts are,
you need them, you need them. You know.
yeah, cuts are dangerous. Everyone, just let me know when you're ready. Okay, all right, let's bring him up. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 4389, State of Texas versus George Moncada. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Casey,
defense?
or basically,
Are you Mr. Moncada? Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there no applications? All right. Mr. Moncada, did you review what's entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Moncada, did you review what is entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
My opinion is competent and was sane.
Mr. Moncada, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 14 months in the state jail facility. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with County Court Cause numbers 719-615, 719-616. State will take in consideration 2024 CR 4992. There's to be restitution, if any, to Maria Blankenbeck, Blankenbeck, Home Depot at 3111 Southeast Military Drive, San Antonio, Texas, 78223. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Honor. I was just asking the court to follow the plea bargain that was negotiated between me and the state and my client's concurrence.
All right, the court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 14 months in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 719-615, 719-616. Take in consideration 2024 CR 4992. There's to be restitution, if any, to Maria Blankenbeck, Home Depot at 311 Southeast Military Drive, San Antonio, Texas, 78223. Is there any thing else from either side with regards to sentencing? Did you review what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I understand that anytime you are locked up, that's a lot of time, even if it's for a couple of hours. So you have to ask yourself, what you stole from Home Depot, was it worth 14 months of your life? And then the poor lady who's out there and you're trying to do a maneuver that you've seen from the 80s shows, sliding across the hood of her vehicle and leaving a big scratch. She didn't come there for that. She was just there, you know. So you're gonna have to change. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself living at the prison. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so could I see the file on Juan Soto Victorino? And also Missy Torres. Oh, I have Missy Torres. All right, and Norma, if you can call Alfonso on his client. All right, Patricia Munoz. And counsel, did you turn in your continuance motion?
I did.
All right. Yeah, do you have the continuance motion? Hmm? Oh, the motion for continuance. It's not on the docket. It's,
Send that tomorrow on a. Website.
Violence case that they're actually after lunch and you'll be here shortly.
okay.
That's fine. I thought I stuck it in your court's file. but
No,
it's-
it's not here. All right, thank you.
Judge, I have a copy of it.
All right. All right, if you'll let them know in the back so they won't go searching. All right. All right, thank you. Jason, did you have a chance to review his motion for continuance? Oh, yeah, this is family violence. It's been a long day on a Monday.
It
Yeah,
has been. It's been a Monday.
it is explosion time. That computer needs to be fixed. Yes.
nothing can be. I can put it in.
That one should actually be the 17th. Yeah, I wrote down the 17th on my sheet of paper. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Tony, we'll take your matter up. All right, we're on the record in 2024 CR 2942, State of Texas versus Patricia Munoz. This is a family violence case for the defense.
Anthony Cantrell.
And are you Ms. Munoz?
Yes.
All right, you filed a motion for continuance?
I did, Your
Yes.
Judge, I'm having surgery tomorrow morning. So I'd like to get this reset if the court will allow it. The state's tendered a new plea offer.
Mhm.
And hopefully we can resolve it without trial at the next step.
All right, and so when are you going to be back from surgery?
Probably within, I would say, 2 days.
Okay. Nora, put this on the docket for June 10th.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Thank you,
right,
Judge.
and if it's not resolved, then we'll be going to trial.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, so your motion for continuance will be granted, and this is rescheduled for trial for June 10th. Once you sign the reset form, your excuse. Thank you. All right, and Carla, you ready on your case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and who's your client?
Miriam, the drone Martinez. Thank you.
All right, Patron Martinez.
I'm sorry for being very.
Oh, no problem. Okay. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 1908, State of Texas versus Miriam Padron Martinez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jason.
defense?
Carl Alexander.
And are you Ms. Patron?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery?
To the best of my knowledge, Judge, the state has complied with 39.
And did you review it with your client?
I-
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. There are no applications. All right, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, sir.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Proceeding on the reduced charge, that's included class B misdemeanor obstruction of a highway.
Any objection?
No, Your
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of obstruction of a highway as a Class B misdemeanor?
Yes.
Range of punishment is up to $2,000 fine and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses? Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? All right, off the record. Excuse me, in the teal shirt? No, yes, you, yes. You're gonna chew your thumb off. All right, I'm just saying, this courthouse is not a clean place. There are germs everywhere. And just think about everywhere you touch with your hand and now you've put your thumb in your mouth and you're just going to town on your thumb. All right? All right, we're back on the record. Ms. Martinez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
Honor. No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your
Are you a United States citizen?
Honor.
Defense. Have you had a chance and opportunity to consult with your client about the immigration consequences of entering a plea bargain, in this case, and its impact on her immigration status?
Yes, Your Honor, and for purposes of the record, my client retained the services of Salman Haas, and former District Court Judge Aaron Haas is her immigration lawyer. He did furnish me with a very lengthy Padilla letter, which outlined what would be an acceptable outcome for our client, and this plea bargain fits within his guidance.
All right. Ms. Patron, did you have ample time to speak with an immigration attorney?
Yes.
And did you discuss with that attorney the impact the plea in this case will have on your immigration status?
Yes, Your
Did that include possible consequences such as deportation, the denial of naturalization, and the denial of re-entry into the United States?
Honor. Yes, Your
All right. And do you understand the consequences of entering into a plea to the less included offense?
Yes, Your
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of obstruction of a highway, which is a Class B misdemeanor. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 60 days in the Bear County Jail. There are no applications, and there's 1 year driver's license suspension. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea.
Yes, Your
State is at the plea.
Yes,
And I will tell you, it states 1 year Texas driver's license suspension, but I'm doing a 1 year license suspension across the board. So that means Louisiana, New York, wherever it may be. You understand? All right. Did you review the waiver repeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Honor. Yes, Your
Counsel, are there any such motions? Then to the less included offense of obstruction of a highway is a Class B misdemeanor. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Exhibit number 1.
That's my client, Your Honor, with no objection.
All right, did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have the right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
No, we're asking to reset this matter. She is a single mother. She needs to arrange for childcare while she serves her sentence.
All right, and how much time is she asking for that?
My son's birthday is on July 14th. I was. Not that long.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess.
So what what affairs do you have to have in place?
I just have to make sure that he has, like, I know I have people who can watch him, but I have to make sure, like, arrange days and that with them.
So I'm just trying to-
Okay, is 2 weeks enough?
It's 2 weeks, all right. So I will put you for sentencing on June 24th.
Need to wait for Norma to get a reset.
And that'll be at 9 a.m. Oh, no, I'll fill it out. I'm doing double and triple duty today. And then the last person we have is the defendant in the box. Is that correct, Deputy Laura?
I'm sorry? Yes.
He's the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
Supervisor.
All right, then we will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. and we'll see how jury trial goes.